Welcome to my channel. Today I'm giving you a farm update. One of the things we are doing today is I am going to plant this pineapple head. I collected from someone's dump site and I tried to root. It has rooted and the core is still fresh, so I'm going to plant it. So it's a rescue. You have to be very careful with the roots because they are still young and delicate. So in the first year there will be minimal growth as it takes roots and as the stem strengthens. So I'm going to water later on. Once it is established, I'm going to add manure, but for now I'm not adding manure because the shamba is very fertile. You water from the top to wash off the leaves to make sure that the core does not have any dirt or dust. Something else we have done today, the last 1 week, is uproot all our beans. We've uprooted our beans and we have spread them out to dry so that we thresh and winnow. So the harvest isn't much because we didn't plant much, but also the rain was poor and we did not have a constant supply of water for us to do proper irrigation. But we are sure we'll get at least a kilo of beans from the cup. I did not plant more than a cup, so having a kilo is good in the dry season. Something else we have done in the past 1 week was support our mango. Our mangoes are heavy with fruits, and because during the new year it was raining with very heavy winds, like currently as we are speaking, the winds are very strong. They're usually very strong around 11 midday in our area, largely because of the air pressure. Our place is very hot, so the air rises, creates a depression, so all the cool air rushes from Kilimambogo Hill. So we have strong winds from 11, 12 midday, 1 p.m. Then again in the evening from 5 p.m. So to prevent the fruit from dropping before they are mature, so that they ripen with good sweetness, we support. So we supported from our firewood pile. We looked for sticks and twigs to support, dug into the ground and supported. And the fruits continue to grow. They are slowly changing color. Likely date for starting to harvest is from mid-January to end of January. Like this, you see this is becoming brighter. It was not this shade a week ago. So this, it's now from red. The deep red is usually from exposure to sunlight. But as it matures at the shoulder, it becomes broader. And then it starts changing color. So now they have started gaining an orange, meaning they are getting ready to ripen. So we shall not touch them because they are still not ready. Those ones which are under the leaves are also changing color as the days go by. We continue watering our pineapples from the head to clean off any dust from the crown. These were planted back in March, and so they did enjoy the rains of March, end of March, April, May, and they're still thriving. The crowns are strong. What was planted back in February has 2 crowns. Mom. There is no rain at all. We had very light showers on New Year's, around New Year's, the 28th, 29th, 30th. Very light showers. So, and a bit of watering. So the maize has survived. So we expect a very low harvest. 1, the maize cobs will be very small. 2, they will have very small maize. The seeds will be small. And 3, they will have fewer seeds on each cob. But given the situation within our area, we at least have something. We have a few cobs which we can boil, roast, or cook githeri. So there, as you can see, we have a few cobs, and the mangoes are doing well. The beans, this is what has not dried, so we do not uproot. We wait for it to dry on its own. So this rose with the rains of New Year, but you can see from the head, the flower is dry from the drought. The mangoes are doing well. We have really supported them so that they do not fall, and they are almost ripening. This will be ready. Here you can see it's from deep red like this to a bright red with an orange color, with an orange ting. So we give it another 3 weeks. From another 3 weeks, by end of January, we'll start picking the first, and we shall eat all the way to February and March. The last one will be in March. Any late fruit which flowered late, from a late flower, will be eaten end of March. But our fruits will be ready, our mangoes will be ready in another week's time. See, as you can see, there's a bit of orange. That color was not there a week ago, so it's getting ready. So we'll give it another 2-3 weeks. So we shall check again after another week, so that we do not pick them when they are not mature. If you pick them when they are not mature, they are usually very sour. In as much as they turn orange in the flesh is orange, they are very sour. So we shall have very small maize cobs with very few seeds, very small maize cobs which are just good enough for boiling. Something else we did this week, last week, a friend brought me these 2 bananas. It's the sweet banana variety, the one which the small sweet bananas which turn yellow. In our mother tongue we call gasuru. They were brought, so I dug a hole, manure, mulched, and I watered. So later on in the day, before I start a fire, my kitchen fire, I'm going to collect all the wood ash and come give them. Remember, I told you bananas love wood ash. It's good, it protects their root, the rhizome, from nematodes, and it provides them with the correct pH. The rest planted 2 months ago are thriving. The arrowroots are good, but the maize is gone. As you can see, the maize is gone. So something else we tried to do was transplant passion, but they have failed despite watering every day because it's too hot. The rate of evaporation, the sun is too strong, is higher than what we are watering. We are already picking maize because they are being eaten by ants, not by birds, by ants, because there is a drought. So we are covering our maize cobs so that they mature, so that the seeds grow bigger. We do not touch them so that the ants do not have access. Something else we did we pruned for the carrots. They are doing well around 3 weeks ago. And then as I water regularly, because this place is hot, as I water, I always uproot weeds. Then I cover them again with the soil so that the tops do not become green from the sunlight. So we water, we uproot. When we are watering, when the soil is soft, we uproot the weeds. Then we cover so that the carrot tops are not green. Otherwise, we have carrots. I don't want to show you so that they do not get damaged by the sun, but we have carrots. So they are at different stages of growth. They are the earlier ones, planted at different stages. This is a later bed with older ones at the end and newer ones less than a month old at the end. So we shall have carrots at different stages of growth. So as time goes on, we pull out weeds and then we decongest. We pull out weeds and decongest. Then we water regularly so that the bed is always wet, so that the soil is also soft for the carrots to grow and penetrate through. We also have a pumpkin, and this is there because we watered. Otherwise, given the condition in the area, we wouldn't have a pumpkin at all. So it's watered from the base. It's at the base of this fruit tree, and at the base there's a lot of mulch and manure. So it's thriving from that, and it's watered, and that's why it has grown. It's growing fast. And at sections we cover the stem so that it produces roots and gets more nutrients faster from the ground. Otherwise, as you can see, because of the sun during the day, it tends to die down, but in the evening we shall water. This is another one growing from this other tree, which are watered so that the pumpkins can thrive. But we do not expect many fruits like last season. Last season, one stem, one pumpkin plant gave me at least 18 fruits. You see the color on the mango, that orange. So it's getting mature and it's ready to ripe, but we shall not pick, so that it ripens naturally on the tree and it produces more sugar. So this is a different plant. This is a different pumpkin plant growing from this orange, from this mango, and it's watered. You can see the soil. The soil is very damp. The soil under the tree is damp. So the pumpkins, we have pumpkin leaves for cooking, but also we shall have some fruits this season, even though not as many as the last season. Something else, cooking. I am making bread. We make our own bread. This is brown bread coated with egg and sesame seeds. We also make white bread once in a while, and we usually add, apart from sesame seeds, we also add oats to the top, or when we are baking, we add millet, sorghum flour, or pumpkin flour. So we make our own bread. So thank you, welcome to my channel. I'll give you an update of the farm when we start eating mangoes, and when I decide what to do with the dead maize. Thank you.